Welcome crafters, andyisyoda here. Welcome to episode 12 of this epic island mansion. It is great fun. A lot of you suggested that this bar is in the wrong place in the master bedroom, so I will be moving that over to here. Thank you for all your comments and suggestions. I'll try and put as many in the video as I can. I have some funny stories to tell you guys today. I've been to England, which you might know is a very strange place, with people with very strange accents, and some of them can be very confusing, not just for me, but for the other English people as well. So, Dean accidentally broke the bed. I don't know what he was doing in the bed when they broke it, but I hope he had a good time, and thank you for trying to fix it. I hope you cleaned the sheets when you were finished. Anyway, we're going to be building a sauna in there, not in this episode, a little bit later on. I had an idea. I had a brilliant idea to build a sports lodge today. By the way, thank you for the suggestion. Someone said, put a little barrier there. Safety first. Safety, number one priority. Right, we're going to be building a sports lodge, not on top of there. Well, we need something on top of there eventually, but down here, I thought this would be a really great place. What are you doing there, Mr. Pumpkin? To chill out and have a massive, big lodge with pool tables and shuffle puck tables and what else do you, big screens, big TVs, all sorts of things you might find in a hall where you just go and play sports, play games, hang out, chill, have a Coca-Cola, that kind of thing. Anyway, so a little bit of landscaping right here, and let me tell you, I'm going to be building kind of an old ruin, like a big long row of cottages that's being converted into a sports hall. So that's my plan to do. So let's see if we can get that done. I'm just going to lay out a bit of land. And let me tell you, I was down to see my new apartment in England. Not quite bought it yet. Deal should go through in the next couple of days. But I was down there on Tuesday of this. Well, this is the 5th. So yeah, I was down there on the the 3rd, and yeah, the day before Star Wars Day. And I was in my a new apartment. I was having a look around, and the estate agent was there. This is going to be the chimney, by the way. It's going to stack this up 12 blocks in the apartment. And then I checked in the attic, which I hadn't checked before. I really should have checked in the attic before. But I opened the little hatch to the attic, and couldn't believe it. I could see daylight coming through. There was actually a small hole in the roof, like the size of like 2 fists. And I was like, to the estate agent, it was like, dude, there's a hole in the roof. And he took a picture and he was like, oh, that's terrible. He says, I thought that had been repaired, but it hadn't been repaired, or it had broken since. So I was kind of annoyed. So we went downstairs, and I was going to knock on my neighbour's door because I needed to ask him permission to put an internet cable up the side of the apartment. Little couple of windows here, by the way. This is going to be the gable end of this old ruined kind of cottage, and we'll bring it in here by 6 or 7 blocks. But yeah, I knocked on the door. I was hoping to make a nice impression with my neighbour. I needed his permission after all to get that internet cable. He seemed pretty cool, and he was happy about the cable. And then this is where it got a bit weird, because my estate agent is from that area, and it's kind of a Yorkshire area. And I don't know if you've seen Game of Thrones. Who's that girl in Game of Thrones with the red hair? The northern speaking lass. She's got a right funny accent like that. Alright, love. She speaks like that, you know? John Crow's bird. I can't remember what her name is. I haven't seen it for like over a year, so I can't remember any of the characters' names. Anyway. So the estate agent's got one of those voices, right? And he goes to my neighbour. Do you know there's all on roof? And my neighbour didn't hear him properly. Do you know there's all on roof? And what my estate agent says, do you know there's a hole in the roof? And my neighbour thought he said, did you know there's an owl on the roof? Like an owl. By the way, I'm making little holes in the build to make it look old and ruined. And my neighbour was like looking well confused, because he just thought this estate agent had suddenly asked him if he knew there was an owl on the roof, like one of those birds with the big eyes. So my neighbour's looking really, really confused. And the estate agent tried to help him. He says, we're just wondering, have you seen an owl before? And how long's it been there? And my neighbour looked really, really confused, and he says, oh, I haven't seen it before. I ain't seen it before. So I thought, no, this is my new neighbour. I need to make a good impression, and I really need to help him here. And I said, yeah, from the inside, you can see the light. Now, if you think that someone's told you there's an owl on the roof, and then the next guy says that he's seen the light, you're going to be thinking you've got a couple of complete weirdos at your door. By the way, this wooden structure here is going to be the actual lodge. It's going to do up the roof here. So yeah, my neighbour was looking at us really, really weird, and he was about to shut the door, but he didn't shut the door, and he says, "Is it baby owl in?" And we were like, "What?" He was like, "Is it baby owl on roof?" We were like, "No, it's not an owl, it's an owl." So that was well confusing. I'm going to put some windows in here. So I don't know if I've made a good impression on my neighbour. I think he thinks I'm a bit crazy. He asked me if I was going to play bagpipes, and I was seriously tempted to say I only play at 6 AM because I'm really, really bad. But no, I thought I better not push it because the whole Baby Owl saga has gone really, really badly. But anyway, yeah, that wasn't the only funny thing to happen to me. Need to finish off these windows. There we go. And then build up this little structure here. This is going to be kind of the old ruins, and then the new lodge is going to just basically cut right into the ruins. We'll put some of the ruins actually inside the build, I think, a little bit later on. Right, I want to build up a bit of the roof right here, so it's going to go for some upside down oak wood stairs on the UTB server, by the way, play.usetheblocks.net, if you want to come on and have a look at what I'm doing. Warp Jedi Temple to get here, Warp Jedi Temple to get right to this house, and you can see, so yeah, it's a big sports lodge where they can relax, chill out, play some sports, bet on some sports. Was that an upside down stair? I think that was an upside down stair. I'll get back to it later on. What other things do we have? Snooker tables, maybe pool tables, foosball would be good to have, foosball tables, all sorts of things like that to chill out. Maybe have a barbecue outside, and maybe another little lodge as well, not far from it, where we can have a little kitchen, kind of chill out area as well. So thank you so much for all your suggestions, by the way. I really do appreciate it. Right here, we're going to have a little window. If you suggest something and I don't build it in the next episode, please don't worry, because I'm probably going to get to it. A lot of people said sauna, cinema, helipad. I mean, these are all fantastic ideas. And yes, yes, and yes, we're going to have sauna and a helipad and whatever else I just suggested. Definitely. But I can only do kind of what I'm motivated to do, and also can only do what you could do in each episode. But so putting some detail on some windows in this little lodge, big wooden lodge, and we'll add some more details in the next episode. We'll get so far in this episode, and then I've got some extra ideas for more details in the next episode, which will be in 2 days' time. Every 2 days, we're going to be having this kind of extravaganza, I'm calling it. It's really a mega mansion, a luxurious holiday retreat. Maybe not holiday retreat, but just like Richard Branson's island. Can you imagine what Richard Branson's island is? The owner of Virgin Media, a big plane company, train company, media company, and he's got this sort of billionaire's island. You can only imagine what it's like. He must have stuff like this as well, big lodges and stuff. It'd be pretty cool to live there. Anyway, moving on to my second story. So because I had hole in roof, I'll translate, a hole in one's roof, then I decided to stay in a hotel in Sheffield and just come back the next day and see if the hole had been fixed, and speak to the owner of the house as well. And that's what I actually did the next day. But I was staying in this hotel, a really nice hotel in the centre of Sheffield. Really, really liked it actually. And woke up at 7 AM, bright and early, went down for breakfast, and had this really nice breakfast in the hotel. Just going to build the roof up here, by the way, and stack it along. Go from there to there, and we'll stack it along. Yeah, I got breakfast at 7 AM, and then I got back to my room. I lay down in my bed, and I was just checking messages on my phone and watching a bit of TV, and I fell asleep. And then about what turned out to be 9:30, we're going to have these beams come across, by the way. We're going to have these beams come right across inside the lodge. I think that's going to be really cool. We're going to be adding a fireplace soon at one end to kind of echo the old building. But yeah, and it's knocking on my door. Now the trouble was, I was actually still asleep when this knock on the door happened, but the knock on the door half woke me up. I don't know if you've ever half woken up before. It hasn't happened to me very often, but I half woke up. Now what it meant was, I could hear, I kind of knew what was going on, but I couldn't actually move. Now no joke, I was completely paralyzed. I was in that sort of deep sleep state where I have absolutely no control over my muscles. I could think. What I wanted to say to the maid who was about to come in and do the room was, "No thanks, I'm fine, I'm leaving later, don't come in." But this is what happened. I went, didn't say anything because I was completely and utterly paralysed. And at that point I was starting to panic a little bit because the door was opening and I'm thinking, have I been for breakfast? Do I have any clothes on? Am I in boxers? Am I nude? Am I lying on top of my bed or in the covers? What was happening? And the maid's coming and I can't say anything because I'm paralysed. I'm screaming in my head, "No, no thank you, no thank you." Anyway, the maid came in and she went, "Oh, it's no problem, I'll come back." But I'm still paralysed. I was like, oh my god. And then finally, poof, I could force myself through the waves of sleep that were still crowding into my consciousness. And I was like, phew, phew, I'm still dressed. I'm on top of my bed. No little Yoda peeking out. I mean, big Chewbacca peeking out. So the maid was spared. But yeah, that was weird. I just couldn't. I was paralysed. Has that ever happened to you? Let me know in the comments if you've ever been kind of waking up all weird and still in a dream. But yeah, that was my adventure in England. It can be confusing place, but I'll be moving there hopefully in about a week's time when all the roof is all fixed. Anyway, this is the fireplace right here, and maybe just hack up one more. So the fireplace is going to go halfway up the wall, and then the window is going to take over. And then what we'll do is we'll just hack in here. Hack is a favourite word of mine. Break some blocks, put some netherrack down, set it on fire, and Bob is your mother's brother. And we've got a fire. Like that, a little fireplace, super simple. I think we'll maybe put some iron trappy doors all the way around it, like this. / set 167, and then it's a colon, and you need to kind of guess what number it is. Definitely 2's wrong. 6, 5, 5 is right. So that's 5. So the opposite side should be 4, and then here should be either 6 or 7. Let's try 6. That's correct. Good. So there we go, then we get a little lighter and we can light it up. By the way, if you're looking for a Minecraft server to host, if you want a host for your own Minecraft server, you want to play your own Minecraft on your own server, very, very cheap, great value servers at provisionhost.com. I don't think I've mentioned them for a couple of episodes, but provisionhost.com. If you use the code andyisyoda, by the way, we're going to just repeat everything we've done all around the house, all the way around the outside. We're going to repeat. Yeah, use the code andyisyoda for 5% off, not just for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, but for the whole duration of your stay with Provision Host. They will make it easy to set up your own Minecraft server. They make it hassle-free. Right, enough of the advert. Look, the lodge. These guys, these guys are trying to fly with their Electro wings. There we go, unsuccessful, and unfortunately the other guy had a bit of a fail. Anyway, there's the lodge. It's looking okay. What do you think? I think the atmosphere in this lodge would be great with the big game on, you know, having a few drinks, some friends over, playing some pool, some foosball, maybe sort of the air hockey would be good. We need to build all these kind of tables in the next episode. Just experimenting with this kind of happy idea, kind of happy accident. By taking the bottom 2 blocks off, I think it looks so much better. But yeah, I need to stack that all the way along, really. I think I'll get rid of... I might just get rid of that. Anyway, stacked it all along, did it both sides, and if we just hack away out here, what I thought I could do on this ruined bit here was maybe add a bit more of a detail into the fireplace and break some blocks here just to provide a bit of extra lore or story or design, and I guess that would happen on the other side of this main lodge as well. There we go. So that's on that side. What I want to do is duplicate this and copy it right across to the other side. So I need to go from here. So select that point there with the axe, and then if I type in /pause 2, I can now select all that. If I turn around here, copy /copy, and then /flip, it'll do a mirror image flip in the direction I'm facing. So hopefully we're going to land down here. We should be able to paste this in place. There we go. Nae bad, Mr. Yoda. I think I like that. Pretty good, pretty good. Okay, I had a little bit of extra grass here. I know this isn't integrated into the landscape very well, but oops, northwest isn't a direction. Okay, stack it in that direction. Pure west, so it is. That looks okay. I'll integrate that into the landscape as well. Maybe put some space at the side on the left here for a bit of a barbecue as well. And we can add in extra details like little chimneys from stoves, more details on the side. We can cut in some little stair blocks on the uprights and so on. But the last bit of detail I'm going to do in this episode is some skylights. So simple skylights. If you've been watching my fire station live streams, this is the kind of skylights I did on that fire station. More live streams when I actually finally move house and get the internet sorted out. I got permission from one neighbour, I just need to wait on the other neighbour as well. So there we go. Now my really cool idea for this place is to continue some of the ruins on the inside, kind of in this line. Not going to look like this, but I just want to mark out roughly where these ruins are, and kind of imagine this is a long section, a long group of maybe terraced cottages. Don't know if that means a lot to people. Some people in the world are like, terraced cottages? What the heck's that? But yeah, some of the ruins are still going to exist, and we can integrate them into the build and put things in like TVs and shelving units and room dividers and things like that. Cool. There we go. So that could be a little TV station. And then we could have things like little room dividers like this with some little fence posts. I think that would look pretty smart. There we are. Cool. Let me know what you think. Your guys' ideas for this room will be put into action. If you've got a good idea for this kind of sports lodge, relaxing area where there can be pool tables and all sorts of whatnot, couches and TVs and maybe some big screens, maybe some big projectors and some really, really big screens would be really cool as well. Right, let's just put that there. We could have other blocks as well, like half slabs and stairs, and that's going to add more of a ruined feel to it as well. But yeah, once I move into this new apartment, guys, I'm going to give you a tour as well. And there's a possibility of a small project up in the attic at some point in the future as well. I might make a little Xbox One gaming den or a little home cinema kind of thing. It's kind of cramped, and there's going to be an awful lot of work involved. But it could be a project. I don't know if you guys are interested in that kind of vlogged project. I've seen some people do kind of vlogged projects like that. So I might be doing that. Yeah, you never know. I'm definitely going to be setting up some sort of gaming studio to be recording and going to put all that foam stuff on the wall. Haven't even bought any of that yet. I'm going to put some foam stuff on the wall, things like that. Right, what I want to do here is a bit of a room divider. So this kind of took ages to place iron bars and fence posts. So let's just skip to the chase. Definitely want to be speeding this bit up here because I think this might have actually been my first fail in today's episode because this just doesn't look... I mean, what's the room divider doing there and what's it dividing? Could we put a door behind those? If we put a door behind that room divider, maybe the TV here. I like the TV. The TV looks cool. I like that. With some couches, that's going to look good. I like the beams as well. Maybe need some lighting to do. Definitely need some lighting in the next episode. Now, I had a really cool idea. Look, if we bring this wall through here, doesn't that look absolutely magnificent? I really think that's awesome. It really integrates the new lodge over the old cottages. So we can hack this, and I can do the same on the other end of the building, do that kind of off camera. But yeah, just bring that wood down, and look, put that wood straight into the stone, as if it's the stone is holding up the wood, like that. Yes, 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 yes. I do like that idea. If you like that idea as well, then hit that thumbs up button. Show me some support in this video. The more people that hit the thumbs up button, the more YouTube ranks the video higher, the more people will get watching, and that equals motivation for Andy, and I put more effort into these episodes. So I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much if you hit that thumbs up button. And well done if your comment made it into the video. I'm sorry if I can't put all the comments into the video. I really do apologize about that, but I'll try and put as many comments as I can into each video. And yeah, don't forget, gotta subscribe if you want to know when I'm making videos and hit those notifications on so you know when the next video is coming up. But every 2 days we'll be making an episode of this. It's going to be covering the entire mansion. I'm going to keep this going for as long as possible. But thank you again for watching. I really do appreciate every single view and every single interaction. Take care for now. See you in 2 days. May the blocks be with you.